Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to knit a hat. This is a very easy hat and you're going to knit only. I'm going to use a 10.5 knitting needle, and I'm using a number 5 yarn, number 5. This color is Huckleberry Blue, and it's by Lion Brand, color made easy, and it's 247 yards, 100% acrylic, and this is a number 5. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cast on 55. And if you don't know how to cast on 55, just look back at my channel and you'll see a video teaching you how to cast on. And when I start knitting or anything I make, I like to leave a long strand of yarn to sew, because I want to sew from the bottom up, not from the top down. That's how I do my hats, from the bottom up. So I like to make sure I leave a long strand of yarn. So I'm going to start with my 55 already cast on. And we're going to knit all the rows until we get to 5 inches. So we're going to knit. Remember how to knit. You go under, around, and pull up. Under, around, pull up. You see that? I'm taking my right needle, I'm going under the left needle. You see? Right under the left needle. We're going to wrap, and we're going to bring the yarn through that we wrapped and pull up so that it goes on the left hook. You see that? This is what we're doing. See how easy that is? You go under, wrap around, and see, I use my finger to push the needle down, and I pull the yarn up and through to the needle on the right. You got that? And don't be tight. Be a little loose, because if you're real tight, you're going to be fighting with the yarn, and you don't want to do that. You want to go under, wrap around, pull the yarn out and up, and then it's on your needle, on the needle on your right hand. Okay? So let's just continue doing this. And make sure you have 55 cast on stitches on your hook. And this hat can be for a man or a woman, so you could call it a unisex hat. And as I knit, what I do is I take my hand and I push the stitches up so that it's easier for me to get it off the left needle onto the right. Because see, it's easy when you push the stitches up the needle, the knitting needle. Let's continue. You got that? Under, around, and up. So just keep knitting your rows until you get to 5 inches. And then we're going to start decreasing. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start decreasing when we get to 5 inches. See how this looks? All right, this is knitting. This is your knit. So just keep doing this until you get to 5 inches. See how I push up? Because it makes it easier to get the stitches off the needle. And make sure you have 55 stitches. See that? I've done 5 inches of my knitting. Can you see how the stitches look? This is all knitting, 5 inches. And I'll show you. From the bottom to the top, it's 5 inches. And you have to make sure you end on the right side. And I want to show you what the right side looks like. This is the right side. And this is the wrong side. You see that? That's the wrong side. And I'm going to show you the right side again. Alrighty? So be sure to end on the right side. Now we're going to decrease. So what we're going to do to start our decrease, we're going to knit 9 and then knit 2 together. And we're going to do that 5 times. And you should have 50 stitches remaining. So here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to knit 2 together. Okay, so 1, 2. Put your needle, the right needle, under the 2 stitches and knit them together. You got that? And we're going to do this 4 more times. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then knit 2 together. 1, 2, knit. Okay, so do this 3 more times. And after you do it 3 more times, you knit the next row straight. You don't do any increasing. So it's every other row you increase, all right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to knit 8, knit 2 together. But that's after you've done this. So to make it clear, we knitted 9 and we knit 2 together until we get to the end. And then your next row, you just knit the next row. I just finished knitting the next row. So just so you understand, we're only decreasing when we're on the right side of the hat, okay? So we knitted 9, knit 2 together 5 times, and then we knitted the next row. So now we're going to knit 8, knit 2 together 5 times. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we knit 2 together. Okay? So 1, 2, knit 2 together. So do this 4 more times. I'm at my last set of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 2 left. So we're going to knit the last 2 together. And then the next row, you just knit. All right? I just want to make sure you understand. Every time we decrease a row, we just knit the next row. So this row, we're just going to knit. And then we'll do knit 7, knit 2 together. Now, we're at the point where we knit 7, knit 2 together. So when we get to knit 3, knit 2 together and end with 20 stitches, then it changes, okay? So now we're going to knit 7, knit 2 together 5 times, okay? So 1, and remember, we're decreasing on the right side, okay? Only on the right side of the hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to knit 2 together. Okay, so do this 4 more times, and then the following row you just knit until we're back to the right side of the hat. All right, so we knitted 7, knit 2 together 5 times, and then we knitted the next row. We're going to knit 6, knit 2 together 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we knit 2, pick up 2 stitches. You see that? 2 stitches, knit 2 together. All right, so we're going to do that 5 times. Knit 6, knit 2 together, and then just knit the next row. Okay, so after we knitted 6, knit 2 together 5 times, and then knitted the next row, you should have 35 stitches remaining. So now we're going to knit 5, knit 2 together. Then the next time we're going to knit 4, knit 2 together 5 times, and then we're going to go to knit 3, knit 2 together 5 times, and then we're almost at the end of making the hat. And this is where you see the decrease at. See how it's decreased? All right, you see that? Okay, so let's do it. Knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, knit 2 together. Okay, so now do this 4 more times and then knit the next row. Okay, we completed knit 5, knit 2 together 5 times, and then knitting the next row. So let's knit 4, knit 2 together 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, knit 2 together, and do this 4 more times, and then just knit the next row. After knitting 4, knitting 2 together 5 times, we're going to knit 3, knit 2 together 5 times, and knit that last row. And remember, we're only decreasing on the right side of the hat. When you get to the opposite side of the hat, you're just knitting. So this is our last set to do the 2 together 5 times, okay? So you should have 25 stitches remaining. So now we're going to knit 3, knit 2 together. One, 2, 3, knit 2 together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, knit 2 together. 1, 2, 3, knit 2 together. So finish doing this and then knit the last row, and then we're going to do something different. All right, now see the decrease? And after we did knit 3, knit 2 together 5 times, and then knitted the next row, you should have 20 stitches remaining. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to knit 2 together 5 times, which should be 15 stitches remaining. And then we're going to knit 1, knit 2 together 5 times, which is 10 stitches remaining. And then we're going to just knit 2 together 5 times. All right, so let's go. Knit 2, 1, 2, and then knit 2 together. Okay, I'll do it again. Knit 2, 1, 2, knit 2 together. So do this 3 more times and then knit the next row. We just completed knitting 2, knit 2 together 5 times. So there should be 15 stitches remaining. So now we're going to knit 1, knit 2 together 5 times. Knit 1, knit 2 together. Okay. Knit 1, knit 2 together. Finish this and then knit the opposite row. So now this is what we have so far. Okay, we knitted 1, we knitted 2 together 5 times, so there's 10 stitches remaining. Okay, 10 stitches. So now we're going to knit 2 together 5 times, and we're going to sew the hat together. All right, so we're going to knit 2 together 5 times. 1, 2, whoops, come on, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there's 2 remaining. That's 5. All right, and then we're gonna knit the last row, because remember, the right side we decrease, the wrong side we just knit. So now we're at the wrong side, and I'm gonna knit these 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you see that? Now we're done. And what I'm going to do is cut the yarn, and we're going to leave a long tail. And I still have the 5 stitches on the hook. So I'm going to take my large eye needle, which I already threaded, and I'm going to bring it right through, see, right through under the stitches. That's what I'm doing. Okay, and then I'm going to take my knitting needle out, and I'm going to pull through. Okay, you see that? I just pulled through. All right. Now, this is the right side. Okay, remember, this is the right side. So now I'm going to turn it over to the wrong side, and I'm going to start my sewing. And this is the hat. Okay, this is what the hat's going to look like after we sew it. Now, I'm funny with my hats because most hats, they want you to tighten it up top and go all the way to the bottom. But for myself, for this type of hat, I'm going to sew from here to here. And then I'm going to take the bottom long strand, which I've already threaded, and I'm going to go from the bottom to here, because if I go from the top to the bottom, I don't like having that knot here at the bottom. I'd rather have it up top somewhere, okay? So, let's sew. I think I can cut some of this because this is too long. I'm going to weave in and out of this hat. This is the bottom part. And I'm going to weave right in here. As a matter of fact, do you see it? I'm going to take one of these because that's part of my kit. I tell you, I love my kit. And I'm going to attach it right here because I want to keep it even. Okay. All right. So we're ready to sew. All right. So here we go. And I'm just going to weave in and out. In and out. Just around the top. And remember, I'm going to go down to here, and then I'm going to go from the bottom up. Because I want to make sure that the bottom is good and strong. And this hat fits a normal size head, about, I'm going to say between 20, 22 inches around the top of the head. I want to say this hat will fit. And let me check this bottom. Yeah. I'm just weaving in and out. Yeah. I'm going to take this off and out. I hope you were able to understand my instructions, and I hope you found it easy to do and not confusing. All right, we're just about there. All right, so now I've met up with this hat, and I'm going to go just past where I stopped at. Okay, make it shorter. I'm gonna tie it. Tie it, tie it, tie it. I'm gonna use a little fabric fusion glue, and I'm gonna put it where I tied the knot. Just a little dab will do ya. There you go. And I'm gonna tie it again. Like that. And then I'm gonna weave in the rest of the yarn. That's what I'm gonna do. And this is your unisex hat for a man or a woman. How about that? It measures, it's about 20 inches circumference. Okay, and it stretches. So I'll say it'll fit a head between 20 and 22 inches. Okay? You can find the pattern All Free Knitting. Okay, look for allfreeknitting.com. Comfy cozy hat. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll be back for another tutorial. It will be crochet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do next, but I hope you enjoyed it. Bye now.